Alright everyone, Steelers versus Rams, here we go. I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just say it's a pretty crazy game, so let's get into it.
Hello everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see Jared Goff and the NFC champion Los Angeles Rams as they match up with Big Ben Roethlisberger, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. They will be led out by their 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback. Now in his 16th season, the veteran Ben Roethlisberger.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
Two
right?
touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Now Roethlisberger over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Black 20. Check, 59. Check tight.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. First carry for James Conner. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
We always enjoy talking about Steelers left tackle Alejandro Villanueva, who's now made back-to-back Pro Bowls. And remember how he began his career? He was a defensive end who converted to offensive tackle. And at Army, he was actually a wide receiver, even at his size. Not only that, a former Army Ranger awarded the Bronze Star for valor.
Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Black 80! You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
He's coming. Monday. He's got double up. Eight.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Rams under third-year head coach Sean McVay. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Goff on first down. And that's complete to Cooks. A gain of 6 there on first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. Crunch time, defense. Tight dog.
He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now third down. third. Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Roethlisberger.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way.
And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. That he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football, and he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
1st and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything, just the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Corey Littleton showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Roethlisberger, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. To throw is gone. And Woods has it complete.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
There's Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike, and that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Ben.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Well, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now gone. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
That's how we do it.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Gurley, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way out. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the visiting Ravens who were able to come in and take this one on the road. Lamar Jackson, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. We'll stay in the AFC South as we head one state over to check on the Indianapolis Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And right now they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Andrew Luck has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. 24-7 the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
From the 31, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Goff now looking to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it second and goal. Second down, it's Henderson. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Goff. This is caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a fourth and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
That has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. It hasn't been a better game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a second and long. And he's going to go down again. Michael Brockers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be fourth down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
You better be afraid.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
Here goes the line. 180. You must be dreaming.
On first down, gone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Steven Nelson. The 30. 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face third down. The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Washington's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Roethlisberger now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll fight a man over the middle. It's Washington. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Like 5. Check. Watch 54. Don't let him breathe.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is Moncrief with a catch. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And Boswell's kick is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now it's gone. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now gone. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Roethlisberger to throw. It's caught by Moncrief. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
Moncrief brings it in. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Rams' 40.
So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. This from long, very long range. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Roethlisberger. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now this throw, it's complete. It's Moncrief with it. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Then to throw again. Able to find Switzer. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Ready? Like 5! 2 times, 2 times! 4
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on...
Okay, guys. Holy. All I needed to do was win that game, and then that literally saves my season. I could have lost it, and there would still been hope. But winning that is huge. The Rams were 5-3 going into that. They literally should have beat me, but they threw a pick 6. That is what saved it. Now, guys, when I was driving down for that game-winning field goal, I did not mean to hit the fake. So, get this. So, they called a timeout. Okay, so I'm nervous. I'm like, this is a 60-yard field goal, and the coach is suggesting that I go for a Hail Mary, which I don't want to try that because I know you're not going to make a Hail Mary. I'm sorry. Like, that's a 1 in a million shot. You're not going to make it. So what I figured was, okay, 60-yarder, that's actually not out of reach. That's physically possible. So there's 4 seconds on the clock. They call timeout. I'm hitting A to skip. Ready? And then boom, I hit A. My plays popped up. I hit A, and I clicked the wrong one. So it was a fake field goal attempt. And I'm like, shoot. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do a fake field goal. This is going to cost me the game right here. So, basically, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to hit RT, trying to see, okay, is this a fake field goal? Is this fake? So I wasn't sure. So I'm trying to then call a timeout. it won't let me call a timeout because I guess you can't do like the back-to-back timeout. So I can't do a timeout. So I'm sitting here panicking. I'm like, I'm forced to do a fake field goal. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to cut my losses. If I lose this game, it's not the end of the world. So I hike it back. Next, I drop back. They fake it to Mason, the holder. Villanueva goes out like 40 yards down the field. I just lob it to him. He catches it like inside the 20. Literally a sideline receiver catch. But that wasn't enough. So it was overtime. Thank God I won the toss. Holy moly. I won the toss, received, drove down the field like I've never before. And then I kicked a field goal. And what were they doing? No timeouts whatsoever, just getting sacked. Cameron Hayward annihilated. I don't know if Tuitt got a sack at the end, but I believe Cameron Hayward, I know for sure, got one. And that's when I knew, I'm like, you know what? I got this here with the defense. The defense won this game for me. I'm so happy that I don't even know if I want to play week 11. I might just, take a break for the whole entire day here because you know what? I'm so happy. I don't even want to aggravate myself with a loss against the Browns. This is the happiest I've been all season. I don't even care. Even the Bengals win. Like, I could have lost to the Bengals twice, and that still literally wouldn't matter because the Bengals are that bad in this one. Okay, I need to beat the Browns, and I need to beat the Ravens again. So, literally the only game I can really afford to lose is the Cardinals game. And I believe I have another team from there, but mainly from here on out, it's mainly AFC North games, which is very nerve-wracking. But I'm 4-5 right now. Oh my god, I was so nervous that I was going to lose that thing after the fake field goal. I'm like, because that really would affect my season. And I would be like, holy crap, like, one missed call. And Madden, you need to fix that because, hands down, I'm playing against bots, so it doesn't matter if I call a back-to-back timeout. And plus, you should be allowed to. Because what if I call the wrong play? I mean, this is a video game. This ain't real life. So, of course, I call the wrong play, and I'm just, I can't get over that. But Villanueva caught it. I mean, that was an outstanding catch for a lineman. I can't get over that. But, I mean, that doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not trying to take away from the catch there, but at the end of the day, that doesn't matter because I knew I wasn't going to fake it, get a touchdown, right? And there's 4 seconds on the clock, so all I needed was that field goal, which there was potential I could have made it, but I don't, honestly, guys, in the end, I don't think I would have made it. I mean, I struggled. I made 50-something yarders, but I've never made really much with a stock kicker, with how a kicker is in Madden, just, their regular settings, how they come with the default settings. If you turn it up to a 99 overall, I think I got like a 61-yarder or a 60... Maybe I got a 63-yarder in Madden, but I think that's the extent, really. So I'm moving to 4-5. No guaranteed playoff yet. But you know what? It's looking... that after that win, that's awesome. Which kind of gets me mad that I didn't beat the Colts. I'm a little bit salty about that one. I mean, there's a couple games like the Colts. I should never lost to them. That was a close game. And the San Francisco 49ers game was close. So, right now, technically, I should be 6-3 right now. Okay, I should have beat the San Francisco 49ers, but they're a good team. The Colts, they're also a good team. This is back when they had Andrew Luck. So, dang. Hands down, that right there was the craziest game of the season. That game, and then I'll give it to the Ravens game. The Bengals game was pretty crazy too, but you know what? I'll give it for this one. This game, hands down, was the craziest game. That might be my craziest game on Madden I've ever had. Hands down, ever had. And the fact at the end there, just sack after sack, and I knew their defense couldn't handle any sort of passing play. Any sort of passing play, and you just take them out of the game. And honestly, that wasn't an offensive game whatsoever. That was just flat out defense. Straight defense. That pick six, in my opinion, saved the game. Saved the game. I had multiple opportunities on offense to go down and take the lead in the game, or I think at the end I had a chance, but then that's when I just took the field goal. I was thinking maybe go for it, but think about it. If I didn't convert there, with my luck, I probably wouldn't have. So I just kicked the field goal. I'm like, you know what, let's take this thing into overtime. I didn't even expect that I'd get the ball back. I actually kind of expected, I think there's like 40 seconds. Everything's a blur at this point, but there's like 40 seconds, I think, on the clock for them. I'm like, you know what? With all their timeouts, that's literally a perfect amount of time for them to score. But the defense steps up, and holy. That's the craziest Madden game. I'm just so glad I got that on camera. Like, literally, this is perfect for the series. But, alright, let's advance a week and see where I am. I'm pretty sure the Browns won, and I'm pretty sure the Ravens both won. So they're both going to be above me. But let's always look at the bright side. At least I'm above the Bengals. Alright. This next week, guys, I'm still not happy, though, about my cap space issue. All right, so we're playing the Browns. They're 5-4, so they definitely won their game. So the Ravens and Browns won their game. You know what? If they would have both lost... Okay, so yeah, if they would have both lost there, I would have been at the top of the AFC North, because I'm pretty sure the Browns lost to the Ravens, and I beat the Ravens, so ultimately I would have been at the top of the AFC North, but no. I'm in third place, so this AFC North, the interesting thing about this is, like, this is perfect to get on, to do a whole entire series on it, because everyone in the AFC North right now, except the Bengals, has a chance. So the Ravens, Browns, and me, we all have a chance at the playoffs, or we all have a chance to win the AFC North. All I'm thinking right now is I need to win out. Alright, I think the Bengals should be a decently easy game. The Browns should be semi-tough. The Cardinals should be easy. The Bills, I'm pretty sure they have Josh Allen and all that in this one, so they're probably good. So the Bills, I'll probably definitely, if I lose to the Bills, I can afford like one more loss. So, you know, if I lose one more game, and I'll just probably hopefully just save that for the Bills. But my goal is, so far, every single AFC North game I've had, I've won it. And I've only had 2. So, I've had the Ravens, the Bengals. And you know, if I lose to the Bengals, I'm going to be sad. That should be a win. But they're so bad, I should be able to beat them. They're 1-8. So, I can't get over that win. To beat a team that good, their rushing defense. I had absolutely no game rushing, okay? I was actually getting a little bit frustrated because Aaron Donald, Aaron Donald, he went to Pitt, but you know what? I was getting so mad because every single play, I feel like he would just break through the line. Like, I could do literally nothing. And their rushing defense was top 10, okay, in the league. So they had a good rushing defense, but their passing defense was absolutely garbage. I think they're like the 31st in the league. So they said my defense is the number 1 defense in the league. So I'll take it. I'll take it. I have a good defense, really. I have a good defense. Let's look at the standings overall in the NFL. You're looking at the Patriots at 8-1. I still lost them. I'm so salty about it, but you know what? Whatever. We've had the Seahawks. We lost to them. Chargers, they're 7-3. We lost to them. The Colts, they're 5-4. We lost to them. So we've had such a hard schedule. The Ravens are at 10th. Let's see where I am. 20th in the NFL. But you know what? That doesn't matter. Nothing can kill my spirit at this point. I mean, I'm just happy I won that game against such a good team. So, overall, I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. I would say every second of that game, but no, I did not enjoy every second of that game. It was very nerve-wracking, and I think I have a couple gray hairs after it. So, you know what? It is what it is. So, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for Week 11. I did not expect to lose that game. Well, I did not expect to win that game, sorry. I was actually expecting to lose it. Honestly, hands down, I don't want to come into a game being like, oh, I'm going to lose this. But if I was going to lose a game out of my whole entire schedule, it would have been right there. So, I don't know. The Browns, I can still afford a loss, but I'm at the point where I can't really afford much more. So, stay tuned for Week 11 because it's a big game. Because from here on out, basically, I can't afford to lose much. And we're only on Week 11, so there's 7 more. And I haven't even played Week 11, so there's 7 more weeks to go. So, yeah. So, hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.